Hello everyone, I am Sumita Thukral, Assistant Professor in ICT Department of Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. I welcome you all in today's video on Operating System and Linux Programming, a core subject under BCA 5th semester under the Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. In this video, we will dive into the fundamentals of operating system, their need, evolution and classification. Let's get started. Let me introduce first the definition and importance of operating system. An operating system is the interface between the user and the hardware. It manages hardware and software resources and also provides the services for the program. Think of it as the manager of a restaurant. It does not cook but ensures every table, waiter and even the consumer interaction is smooth. Let me introduce some common types of operating system like Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android operating system and iOS. There are certain facts and figures which are in front of you as per the state counter 2024. This platform is really a very trustworthy and authentic platform which has shared some facts and figure about the operating system that talk about that Windows dominate the desktop operating system market with 69.8%, followed by Mac OS and Linux. Now let's talk about the function of an operating system. So the key roles of operating system includes process management. It means there is a scheduling and execution of the different processes which are running behind the scene in the operating system. Second function is memory management, which includes the allocation and deallocation functions. Third function is file system. File system management means the organization of files. Fourth function is device management. Yes, all these functions are being done by the operating system itself. So under the device management, the entire control is there in terms of input-output devices. Security and access control. For example, if you open Microsoft Word and play a YouTube video, simultaneously the operating system uses a scheduler to allocate a CPU time for both a multitasking mechanism. Now let's talk about the different types of operating system on the basis of different features. So the first type is batch operating system. In this, no interaction used in the early computing phase. For example, punch card system. You will be able to recall that these were the examples of batch operating system. Multi-programming operating system. In this, more than one program is loaded into the memory. Another type is multitasking operating system, in which there is a simultaneously execution of the processes. For example, Windows 10. Next one is time sharing operating system. In this, a user gets a time slice of the processor. For example, in Unix, the same mechanism is used. Next one is real-time operating system. As the name suggests, real means immediate processing is there, which is done in an autopilot system. Another one is distributed operating system. Yes, you heard right. Distributed operating system means system is running across multiple machines. So in this regard, real world use case is RTOS. It is used in Mars rovers and pacemakers due to the critical time constraint. Further, I will throw some light on system components and kernel types. What is kernel? You must be thinking about this. So kernel is basically the core of operating system and its types are number one, monolithic kernel. In this, the entire operating system runs as one, as in Linux also. Microkernel. Microkernel, in this, minimal kernel with user level services are there like QNX. Shell. Shell is one of the interface through which the user interact with the kernel. For example, the bash shell. Next one is system calls. In this, user request with the system call for services. So you must be very much interested in knowing some facts about the Linux. So Linux kernel has 30 plus million lines of code, and this analysis was done in the year 2024. Now let's talk about the classification operating system. So on the basis of the user it supports, there are different types of operating system. Single user operating system, in which single user is supported at a time. Multi-user, as the name suggests, many users are supported at the same time. Another type is single tasking. In this, multiple users cannot be supported, only single user by single task is allocated, right? So single tasking versus multitasking means in multitasking many tasks can be done at a time. Another type of operating system is GUI based and CUI based. GUI means graphical user interface and CUI stands for character user interface. So there is one more category of operating system which is called network operating system versus standalone operating system. So you can imagine this like a bank. A bank uses a multi-user operating system to allow many employees to work on the customer data and simultaneously via different terminals. So today we covered the basics and significance of operating system. In the next lecture we will explore process management including PCB, context switching and CPU scheduling and many more like this. So there is a small tip for all of you. For all my learners who are watching this video, try opening task manager of your system and observe how your operating system is managing multiple processes in real time. We hope you found this video insightful. Please hit the like button, share this video with your network and leave a comment with your thoughts. And be sure to subscribe our channel. Until next time. Thank you everyone.